Okay, Steve, thanks for joining us again. We'll have a very brief look back at Plymouth Parkway as we exited the FA Trophy. Hard one to take, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I mean, I think first and foremost, from a club's perspective, you want to apologise to everybody for a performance like that. Not just getting beaten, but the manner in which we got beat. There's ways to lose a game of football, and the way that we exited, individual errors were just unbelievable. But that wasn't probably that got under my skin the most. I thought they wanted to win the game more than we did, and that's just something is for me is unforgivable. So that doesn't happen very often. But that's why we didn't do this on Monday, because it took me an awful long time to get over that what happened Saturday. So, and because of that, I think it clarifies the mind in it, and as I said, there will be people leaving and there will be people coming in, and unfortunately we're not a side that can do that overnight, but there's one or two people that shall I say I see in a different light after that. So work to be done, and we'll do it, but it's going to take time.
One of those departures, obviously Dan Fitcher's headed out on loan. Yeah. For the rest of the season, is that right?
He struggled to get fit. He's come back in a couple of games and hasn't really made an impression, the impression you'd want him to make. And you could see that he just needs games, and it's the only way he's going to get fit. It's the chicken and the egg. You play him to get fit, but he doesn't do himself justice. You don't play him when you do need him, he's not ready. So the simple equation was that he needs to get out and he needs to get games, and if he gets himself fit and he gets back to the Dan Fitcher that we know he can be, then we've got a recall on him. If not, then he'll stay at Hartley.
And we also welcomed Calvin Brooks this week.
Yeah, which was nice. I mean, it was a pretty long and arduous journey for him to get here, to be fair. I mean, as I said, we had a quick chat this summer, and he decided that he was going to stay, and obviously conference football and obviously certainly more money, but in the end he just couldn't get the work balance right. I thought I was going to lose him. I thought I had him, and then I thought I was going to lose him. Two other clubs came in, offered him £100 a week more, and all credit to him, he stuck to his guns. He said that he was coming, and he followed through with that. So we're really, really pleased to have him, and he's going to be a good player for us. He knows the level. He's played in successful sides at this level, and he's cost a bit more than the average player, and that's why we're getting rid of some to make sure we balance the books. But you've got that little bit of extra quality, hopefully, which is what we need now. It's it's not a case of just bringing players in. It really isn't. As much as we'd love to bring in 5 or 6 immediately, the 5 or 6 that we'll bring in wouldn't be any better than we've got, and that's not the point of the exercise. So hopefully, as I say, this will evolve, and over a period of time, we'll hopefully get players who can take us to the next level. It won't happen overnight, and it's going to be a process that we all have to be patient while it happens.
And it was I'm going to say it's a bit of a stepping stone, but it was a much better performance against Merthyr Town.
Yeah, it's different. I mean, let's be honest, it was a different pitch, wasn't it? We didn't make the ridiculous individual errors that we have.
Particularly a bit of hunger as well.
There was a bit about some. We had 1 or 2 players obviously back. Tom Blair going on the Thursday really did sort of like put a spanner in the works, because you've set your team up. I thought we did okay walking casuals. I thought he did okay as well in that game. I thought just about got him where we need him. He's learning how to do that defensive work. Give us some shape and a bit of balance out of possession. I thought, God, I finally got home to him, and then literally an hour later, I get a call to say he's been recalled, and then all of a sudden we can't go the system that we want. We have to change it round. Obviously, Michael comes in, a new player, and it's it wasn't a pitch that was conducive to playing football, which was difficult. But then it certainly wasn't a pitch that we couldn't have played better on, and we certainly could have, not made the ridiculous individual errors that has plagued us all season, basically.
And Jack Ball reintroduced on Tuesday evening as well.
I probably left it a couple of weeks too long for Jack. He should have been back in the side earlier. With all due respect, there's extenuating circumstances. Last year we were very, very good, but we just haven't. The players from last year simply haven't performed to the standard that they did. I know we're missing Lewis and Dom, and we can go on saying that, but we have to move on from that. And it's been difficult. There's no doubt about that. as I say, I don't think I've ever felt like I've got ahead of the game. It's it's one thing after another. Now we look at it Saturday and Marv struggling, and one or two others. I've just heard that Michael from Oxford is struggling with his groin, and you just think, wow, this is just never ending. And I don't think I've ever gone to Friday night, gone to bed and thought, do you know what, I've got every box ticked. Last year I slept very soundly because I just thought the team picks itself, it knows what it's got to do.
The journey,
absolutely, it understands what it's got to do. We didn't pick up too many injuries last year. The only thing was the season got curtailed, which is just about how it is for us. But no, I've, let me tell you, I've hoped plenty of times this year it would be curtailed. Unfortunately, no.
But fight on.
yes, no, we're okay. As I say, we're hanging in there. We look, by no stretch of imagination were we perfect the other night. There's huge improvement. With all due respect to Merthyr, they're not one of the better sides in the league, and I don't say that disrespectfully. So we did what we had to and no more. Don't think anyone's going over the top.
No.
We did the same against Walton Casuals. We didn't do anything more than we had to, and look how we played against Plymouth Parkway. So, we'll have to reserve judgment on the group and the team at this stage, and let's see a little bit more consistency. Let's hopefully understand that it's just not about results, but we need to keep putting in good performances, to back up that belief that we can get the points that we need.
And it is going to take one of our very best performances, by the looks of it, against Farnborough on Saturday, isn't it?
It will. It's going to be interesting because, as I said, there's one or two things now. I was pretty clear after Tuesday as to the way that we would go against them. I think it probably would have suited us better to play against a team like Farnborough than it might have against a team like Merthyr. The way that we started the game the other day. That's not going to be possible, unfortunately, this week. So we're going to have to now think outside the box again, unfortunately, which as I say, has happened an awful lot this year, and you're sort of like going into the unknown a little bit with trying to get a team together and a balance and a shape that will do us justice. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. We'll go there. What I can say is that, as you said, there was certainly more appetite on Tuesday than there was on Saturday, and that Saturday's performance will not happen again, I can tell you that. And if it does, then, as I say, I would do something to get about it again, like I am now.
A bit of a chance to work on it tonight.
We've
training.
Absolutely. I'm getting the pitch ready for them, so it's going to be pristine. We're going to come in tonight. We're going to run through some set pieces. Try and actually throw the ball. We're going to do some throw-ins and actually throw it to one of us, believe it or not.
That's a good plan.
It sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? Imagine throwing it to one of our own players, and work on a few free kicks. Obviously, certain things that we need to do better. Just the basics, really, and one or two patterns of play where. If we do go two up front, we've got to have two players who can get hold of the ball and keep the ball for us and get us up the pitch. So we're going to work on a little bit of that as well, and then we'll make a decision as to see who's fit and who's not, and where we go Saturday.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for joining us, Steve, and I'll let you go on with the pitch.
Thank you very much. Cheers.